Okay, welcome. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Yes, okay. So if my voice is good, I just start now. Please listen to the chat and to my voice. Welcome to the session, Let's Make Virtual Reality Real. I followed the recommendations to go with the Speak Easy concept, so hearing impaired people have no disadvantage. There will be a Q&A section at the end of the presentation. This session means hard work. You are a pioneer. You are pushing the frontiers, and this means really hard work. You get the blame if something does not work smoothly, and later, when things are on market, others take the profit. But let me explain more seriously why it is so to make virtual reality real. The obvious one is that I address artists and art teachers, people who would barely describe themselves as coders or programmers. But it is also hard to make virtual reality happen for educators in general. There are many answers on my questions. Why is it so? The head-mounted displays, the HMDs we have, are still far away from finding a wide acceptance in society. People like you, knowing and being active in Second Life, will agree that art in virtual reality seen in an HMD is mostly not as good as in Second Life. Second Life is immersive. It was the first real tool to create Immersionskunst, a term I like to translate into English as Cartoonenkunst. Cartoonenkunst is a word William Gibson used in Count Zero for immersive art. I always thought he created it in 1986, but recent research shows differently. Nevertheless, there are publications about the theory of Cartoonenkunst. I would like to dive into art theory right now, but you are here for practical reasons, so let's go into medias res. I would like to turn your attention now to the next slide. The blue flow. This slide lays out the process. We start inside Second Life and we end in one of three HMD platforms: Google Cardboard, Daydream, and Oculus Go. It looks quite a long run, but this you can expect when you're an artist, right? You don't buy an empty canvas and the next day you paint a Picasso. VR is possible in art education because it works. You can download the apps and test it out. Don't do it now. The seminar needs your full concentration. Because, yes, because you need money. I shall have your attention now. Do I have it? Okay. When you want to get a budget for teaching virtual art and you get HMD headsets, because that is the cool way, the cool kids say, you will need to show something stunning to the money givers, right? That's why we created the art installations, the Faked. The name stands for a reason. To simulate virtual reality is right now not indistinguishable from a real reality, in other words, very distinctable, and even more so provocative. The singularity Raymond Kurzweil speaks about is not near. You always know you are wearing an HMD, you know it is a simulation of something that does not exist this way in reality. Fact is, in Second Life, art looks better and feels more real than in Oculus. The reason the impact of being immersed is indirectly direct because you are inside an avatar. Picasso said when painting fluid structures in the air with a light bulb, I am, I am, I am. Going this path would create another distraction, one leading towards avatar-Kunst the term I created. The social dynamics are making the difference between a user-created world in which you are part of it, where you have a happy life over hours, and in comparison, being a user wearing an HMD and sweating after 20 minutes of inconveniences such as dizziness, headaches, eye strain, and heat. But this happens with all technology. Look back at how big the first cell phones were and how limited their functionality was. Today, there are computers and we carry all day long. People who are not enthusiastic about VR will say that is all a fake, no matter if Second Life playing or being in an HMD Oculus world. So literally, to take the wind out of the sails of the skeptics, we named our application the Faked VR. The Faked made it to the gold standard in VR and became an embassy in the Rome Biennale 2019-2020, which is the world's largest digital art show. Now let's see it, so you know what to say to your money givers. Show them the Faked in a medium they know. YouTube. For this we have a 3-minute YouTube video we would like you to watch. Unfortunately, you must view it on your own browser as the system here is not configured to show it in world. Once viewed, please immediately return to your SL viewer to continue. When you return, please post done in the chat so we know you are on track. I know you are on track. This is the link now. See you in 4 minutes. Welcome back. We go on. Second Life goes VR. You saw in the Machinima the way the installation looks in Second Life and in Open Simulator, filmed for us by Wizard Oscrom. Before I go on, there is something very important you shall note. In the video, we have not seen an avatar. You have not seen yourself as a visitor. If you would have seen others, and if you would have been able to interact with them, not with an NPC, with a programmed bot, then the picture changes dramatically. We are in the field of art reception or Kunst reception by avatars. Remember my word, avatar Kunst. User-created worlds work so well because you see yourself and you interact with others. Over 10 years ago, I published on avatars looking at art and reflecting on this doing, called it I in 3D. The PDF is free to download. In the virtual reality approach called the fake VR, I will show you there is no avatar acting in the HMD world. It would be totally different, a totally different complexity if you want to create interaction by generating Unity avatars. Nevertheless, I will post a link at the end of my presentation so you can have a look into gaming using VR headsets like Oculus. Also, it might be of interest to check out what the uncanny theorem means. Very soon I come back to our task. Only what we do is real. Let us make VR and show you how to bring such a stunning world like the fake to a VR platform. You saw the way the installation looks in Second Life in Open Simulator, but first I think it is important to understand it is a pathway, a door opener. I don't see it as a game changer. It is an educational path to the new way of our digital world and the role of art in it. When I was a young lecturer of computer graphics in the art department at the University of Munich, the term computer art was yet not born. I used to draw on plotters we programmed in Fortran. This was a big step forward in coding. Before this, I coded in a machine language in assembler. Now we use toolkits, frame sets, ready-to-use black boxes, and again, I speak of pioneers. We want to feel like pioneers, so be among the first with your art class to go VR. Now it's the time. Yeah, think about it. Your work will be conserved in the future as the work of a pioneer. Let us look again at the slide, call it the blue flow. Oh, one moment. Okay, here it is. Inside Second Life. We are inside SL, building with prims. You give the class the task to perform. Why not to rebuild the oldest known build, the man? There the man comes. It is a 9 prim build. It is rest next to me. But stop. When the man is done, you will need to bring it to VR. Can you export a build from Second Life to other platforms? The answer is yes, you can. However, the link set needs to be full perm and owned by the creator. Same goes for textures. Only then you can download it on your hard disk. That makes a class teamwork hard. There is a solution I will show you in the next video. It just takes 2 minutes. If you want private help after the conference, contact myself or Juliette and we will happily meet you and show you. She speaks good English. Okay, that's the video. 2 minutes. Oh, not welcome back. I will say it later. 2 minutes. Two minutes are over. I hope you have seen it. So welcome back. The tools you see on the blue flow were presented at the OLCC 19 in November 2019. So let's watch my 9 minutes video focusing on educational and technical aspects. I will continue after 11 minutes. This is a video you please watch now. Okay, yep, I notice most of you have seen it. So we go on. Welcome back. I will focus now on some slides of the OSCC 19 conference. Yeah. There's no speak easy chat for them because the slides contain the text, so you get the links to all slides at the end of the presentation. One important point is why Google Cardboard. There are 15 million cardboards sold, and the price range starts with $7. So this is a budget you can easily manage, and everyone has a smartphone, mostly a good one, at least in countries we are located mostly. And so it's possible to use the smartphone, as you saw in the video, as a start into the VR world. And it's an open source, so Google set it free for educators and other interested people. Yes, the slides, I can only pick a few out of them. You see here in the presentation what's the ways showing 3D. You see that it is a one sim on one world, one single instance if you're an OpenSim. If you run one OIR, one Open Archive, you transfer with the tools to Unity. And from Unity, you can transfer it to every gaming or HMD platform. So it is not limited to Cardboard, Daydream, Oculus. You can go to all HMD targets. Safety instructions was already said, it's very important. And here is the link to the toolkit, to the first part. The import of one simulator, of one world, of one map, of one region to Unity goes via the tools developed by Austin Tate and colleagues. And then the next toolkit is the navigation menu toolkit, which you have seen in the video in part. And here look into Unity, how it looks when you develop in Unity. It looks different from Second Life, of course, but it gets easy when you take the pre-made configuration set. That's time tool. The developer in our lab. Yeah. How much time we have? Okay. Okay, we have still some minutes. That's perfect. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, I think so. That's a link for another video. Just for a brief look. It is 8 minutes long, but I think you don't need to watch it to the fullest. You can watch it later. It gives just an impression that in the Google, in the Oculus edition, it looks similar to the Cardboard edition. There are a few side effects or a few specialties mentioned because the Oculus system has a pointer or has a stick which you have in hand, and with the stick you can do additional things. And to make it not too complex, we just used one functionality. That means to blend textures or text in the application but with the specialities that it can be a different texture at any place of the installation. So when you fly along, you get different information depending on where you are. This is a demonstration. In the video you see very clearly. So if you have time now or later, whenever, just watch it if you are interested to go the step towards the Oculus. Yeah, I thank you all, and I will post further links. I will post links for further reference. So we have all the links here and can work it out when you want to go this path. Yeah, time for questions. And I'm happy we are in time. Thank you to Juliette. She was assisting me greatly. Yes, they're all there. Slides from today. It's you will find it all. Maybe in a different package or different format, but it's all linked. Yeah, time for questions. You can also ask in voice if the technology is working. Why not? And Juliette will.
Yes, I have a question.
Please.
Yes, I've heard some presentations that compare virtual reality headset experiences with virtual world, Second Life, and OpenSim, looking at a computer screen experiences, and they characterize virtual reality headset experiences as isolating, uh, insulating human beings from other activities, whereas virtual world staring at a computer screen is more inclusive in some sense. The suggestion was that for, say, creating art, which might be a solitary experience, before you share it, VR headsets are great for that. Do you have any comments on that? Creating and or sharing art with virtual reality headsets.
I hope I could understand you fully. Mainly, I would think I was telling the same. That if you are with an avatar around and meet other people and create art, it's part of the art creation process. But I have also thoughts on this. Uh, I can copy a little text element I have in Word and I copy it just in chat where I go on social aspects. So quite a second. So this is a little statement, and it points also to the project High Fidelity and Sansa, who had in focus that people are using an HMD device, wearing it, and being in a virtual world. So using an HMD device and being in Second Life was an idea or is an idea, but doesn't work out. So Sensor was created, and Sensor is now sold and goes to show and party. And High Fidelity, I was also there, stopped for the market. They do it for business to business, but not for the broader market. So I think that question stays open. How will user-created worlds, avatar-driven, and HMDs come together so a user can create there? I hope I could answer a little bit. Thanks for the question. The question of Miami, sorry. You don't need uh, no, you don't need to do this with Fast Track Kit. Just download it. Download it to the Unity. Um, you see it. It goes very easy. And I have to add, we are an education company, a non-profit organization for kids and young people. So our stuff is made to be used by teachers who have such a target audience. Fast Track is in the link of the what I gave you, where you download from the Herstein Dev website where the guide is. And if you have questions, then you can contact me. Okay. Are there more questions? How do you download an object from SL? There was a 2 minutes video, a link set. It's an object for me, and you have to have full permissions on it, and you have to be the sole creator. So you have to create a blue mountain, as I call it. It means I create tons of blue brims and give every student some of them, or the student takes it, buys it for zero Linden and modifies it and then gives it back with full permission. Then you have a link set that is fully yours. It was yours. It was a blue box at the beginning, and at the end it's an artwork you get back. Yeah, that's in this video. It's if you have a mesh object, the blue flow shows it, then you can import it from the tool where you made the mesh, Blender normally. Usually use Blender and import the Blender object, the mesh object from Blender to Second Life, and so you can also import it to Open Simulator or to Unity. You could also import it, but then you have to go the Unity track, which means additional training and education from scratch, learning Unity. You might have noticed, or maybe I shall add it, you have not the advanced light model in Unity in the way that you can just import it. So if you have an installation using the advanced light model with reflections in Second Life, then you cannot just say toolkit take me over. You would have to recode this in Unity. In the user interface, we use Firestorm, so I can only tell you how it is in Firestorm. There you have the backup feature. Maybe someone knows how it is in the SL viewer. I know only how it is in the Firestorm viewer. There you have the backup. Edit. Yes, Singularity has it. All third-party viewers have it or had it. If they are still alive.